So check this out. This is like the greatest thing in history. And I've been watching it so close. You'll never see it. If you know exactly what I see when I see all these ways I saw, when I see these ways I see it, look, man, there's two. Okay? In Operation Wolf, they see the Comedies. In Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, they see the Effendis. And there were two of them. And you know what happened? They call it the blood of Mithridates or something. Or the blood of King Midas or some shit. Because of what happened in northern, quote-unquote, Portugal. There were two. They literally both saw it, and they saw it a different way. And they were on other sides. This has happened 18 times now. Nobody sees it. No, for real, there is a real fucking game. People don't understand. No, it's chaos. It's chaos theory or something. So anyways, that's the only one I feel comfortable pointing at. Because it's dead. It's deader than dead. Now, in Operation Wolf, it doesn't matter. In Indiana, never mind. I know I'm right. It's in Hobbitvale. They see it. They see the blood of King Mithridates or whatever. And there were two of them, right? A guy walks in and says he's Dr. Air McMichaels III. Or the fourth or something. Right? Not even 15 minutes and 5 hours later, another guy walks in. Completely different guy says he is. He sends them both into the back rooms, and he has them in different back rooms because you always get sorted into a different back room there. Right? He says, I have two of them, and they're not the same. His guy got on the phone and said, can you put them on the line? And there's three of them. They said, we got two of them. They say, well, maybe it's one of my guys sending in a fat check or a rat chair or something. He goes, fuck, I don't know which one it would be. Well, that ain't no good. So what he does is he sends his great-great-grandson down there, right? And he's like 20 or whatever, 21. He's sort of big, I guess, for a scrawny bitch. And he goes in there, and he he asks him about a couple things. He says, I'll be right back. You have to stay in here for now. We're doing some other stuff. You can't be out in the hall. He goes, okay, fine. He goes down to see the other one and does the same thing. So here's the thing. You can kind of hear, and one of them figured out what was happening. So he's about to go, and the guy busts out of the room, which kind of has a lock and everything on it. But it's like a public school type of thing, looking sort of thing. But it's low budget, like sub-Saharan Africa-ass construction, right? So he busts out of it, and he has like a fucking Smith & Wesson like 1819 or something, and he plugs him a couple times. The guy goes down like a sack of potatoes, right? He doesn't die, but he dies shortly after. And the story he tells is that neither one was any of them, and it's not his uncle either, and it's actually his third cousin Lamar or something like that. So now they're all like, well, what is this? And they have this record, right? So Operation Wolf in Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis is the blood of King Mithridates, right? And there's a couple more, and one of them has to do with fucking Spyro the fucking dragon of all things, right? And so what happens next is they can't air anybody, which means they're not allowed to see some kind of a doctor or something. So no one has a sickness anymore, right? When no one has a sickness anymore, they exile whoever pisses them off. So they've sort of quartered themselves in different portions of town all throughout this area in quote-unquote Portugal. And it's been like that since fucking, I want to say 88, 89. And most people don't know about this. You understand what I'm saying? I guess. I don't know. Maybe lots of people don't know about it. I wouldn't really know. Now, what the point I'm trying to make is, when they say they have no air, this is the joke. You understand what I'm saying? This is all someone has to see. And then he's going to flip it and dip it and skip it and trip it and whip it and give it and whip it. And this is how they stole 77 several IDs from someone. Because they can just say that. And someone said this is actually not by design, this is a happy mistake. And the thing they're sitting on is the Cascatalia's cold gold and oil silt. You understand what I'm saying? And they're over here stealing from people. You want to know? You understand what I'm saying? That's how fucking ridiculously fucking stupid and inbred the entire situation is now these days. It's absolutely fucking asshattery. It's retarded. It's like a retard wrote a fucking book and everybody is just like, please insert cassette tape. And it went like that. And that's how it went. So because they killed this kid, this one group, I want to say they were from Okamar, that's the word I'm going to say. And this other group, they're from Shingaling to Sangadang or something. They came down here to West 8th Street, near Portugal, okay? And they had some kind of a blood coup against a third party there who were called the Comentians. And they had an apartheid with a group in the north from there called the Offendicers or something. And all of this happened kind of in a course of a week, and they say almost none of them are left. And they said the story's all broken up and recorded poorly by hobbits across the sea, across the pond perhaps. Well, what's really small? Anyways, and full of water, a puddle, across the puddle, to where a hobbit can reach. So it's sort of like this weird sort of a situation, right? And there's 18 of these now. Because someone figured out, if you can read the record, you can read it backwards. If you can figure out who they were, you can have a different set. And this is how they've been doing things for 40 years. No? 30 years. 30 years, I don't know. Almost 40 years. So, look, one of them is in the Cascade Mountain Ranges in Yukon Peninsula, adjective. And it's one of the Tom Clancy's Wildlands or something, right? I don't know how they got this figured out backwards, but they did it. And now there's people there that have never been there, and everyone noticed it. And that's the thing now. That's the thing now. That's the case file mark 801-1123-DE exclamation point P, maybe 23. Oh, that's what it is. It's because someone made a record. Someone ate a record and shit it out in reverse. And then they made a chess game out of it. And then the other guys are just seeing a record. This has happened 18 times. Oh, I swear on my life. Is it 19? I don't know. So that's sort of a phenomenon. I mean, you might not see that, but I know about the Indiana Jones one. That's the one that fucks everybody up because I was really into Indiana Jones when I was a kid. You understand? So it is what it is.